Hi everybody, I'm Faizan, and this is my companion development project, Naqsha. So, the first one is like what? So, Naqsha is an Urdu word, and it means map. I wanted to make it like an abbreviation for something, but I couldn't figure any out, so let's go. Naqsha is basically a system that's designed to like collect and consolidate information about a map. Basically, you send in data about like one position, how you have like walls and stuff, and you want to save that, and like it keeps in mind that, oh, have you been here once, and so that you can like know where you've been, and if you want paths from one place to another, and then you can do all kinds of stuff with that. And like for example, finding shortest place from one place to another, that might be one of the things that you do. So why did I feel the need to do that? This project was inspired by my experience in Trinity firefighting robotic competition. So like we make robots that go around and like they're supposed to put out a fire, and they're put in certain maps, mazes that they have walls around it, and you have to like find your way from one place to another. And like currently the algorithms we use are like really simpler ones that, oh, just keep following the right wall, and like if you turn around, just turn around, or like choose randomly every time you go to an intersection. And I wanted there to be some sort of a system where we could like store that information and find a very shortest path from one place to another. And we could further do cooler stuff like, oh, I want to visit every single place possible. And you could get sort of like a Eulerian or Hamiltonian path and stuff. So how? So this is like a diagram for the data structures that I'm using. So there's like this Naqsha class, and that's how you interface with it. You use space packets. Space packet is like a really simple struct. It has either the x and y coordinates, and either you have walls and like left, right, front, and back. And you can also put in any other information that you want. If you want to give a name to a certain space, you can do that. If you want to store, oh, this place has windows in it or something like that, you can put that in the space packet and Naqsha will store it for you. And the other thing that Naqsha gives back is like a path. Currently the path is a string, so it's like 1, 2, 3, which represents left, right, up, down. And you can interface with that. Like currently it's using RoboSwim, so you could use a robot there. So inside Naqsha I have a KD tree, and then there's cells. A KD tree is basically sort of like a binary search tree, except that it's split two ways. So it's referenced by two values, x and y values. So currently, like binary search trees, like you use one values to go left and right, but in a KD tree, every level is 1x, y, x, y. So that's why you split up, and you can use that to insert stuff, get stuff back, and it's like simpler than using another thing like agency list or something, or agency metrics, because like it allows you to like expand as much as you want or shrink as much as you want, and you can control that. So what KD gives me is the pointers to the cells, and the cells themselves represent the vertices in this graph that the map is stored. And there's like relations inside the edge, inside the cells, which represent the edges of the cells. It's like, oh, this cell is connected to this one, this cell is connected to this one. And there's like also stuff like, oh, is there a wall in front of me? Is there a wall in the back? And that's basically the general structure of how this works. So algorithms. So these are a few important algorithms that I had to work on. So they're like KD tree traversals for insertion, search, and deletion. Then depth first search for one possible path. So it's like keep going until you get there, and if you're stuck, then it means you don't have any path. So depth first search for shortest path. So like it's kind of like breadth first search, but except that if you do it recursively that way, it kind of works like a queue. So it only works because it's unweighted, and it's not like if it was weighted, it wouldn't like work properly. So that's one limitation. So the demo. clear for some reason. The resolution isn't readable.
It's fine.
Okay, so we go in and we're like, oh, let's go. So it asks us for a map file name, and the map files are currently like ASCII generated maps. So I'll just go in and put in like a simple maze. So this is the map that was read from file. It puts it in there and it's like, oh, this is the map that I've read, and it converts to cells and stores it there. And now it's asking here, which enter X from. I'm like, oh, I want to start from 0. Where do you want to abide from 0? And say I want to go to 3, 3. And just so X from, Y from, and X to Y2, and then this like 0 represents up, 1 right down, and these, and then I get a string of directions to take at every single step. So this is the two algorithms, one path to take and shortest path to take. Like currently they're the same because it's a maze and there's like only one path from one place to another. And so that's the sequence of edges that you need to choose from one place to another. From one place you need to go 0, 0 again, then 1, then 2, and stuff like that. So that's how you choose them, and in the end you'll get there. So say I want no walls as another case. So like there are no more, there are like no walls anymore. So I go from 0, 0 to like 3, 3. So the first function that I was using, that was like the depth search on its own, it just goes all the way up and it goes down and it goes like this. That's what's very long, but like the shortest one, it works, and it's like, oh, just go like this and then this, and it works. So in case they're like all walls and there's like no way to go, what happens then? So it's inverted, and it returns no known path because it's stuck and there's like no way from you to go from 0, 0 to 5, 5. So was the demo for finding paths. So challenges during the thing, my project. So the first thing I learned was circular dependencies in C++. I like designed the thing, but I thought it wasn't going to come up, but it did. Like cells needed relations and relation needed cells, and I was like, why isn't it compiling? It kept on giving me errors and errors, and I was like, oh. I thought it might work out with forward declarations, but it didn't, so I had to like add the relations back in cell, and everything worked out fine. KD deletion was trickier because you have to like consider X and Y, and then you have to if it's X, then it's another way, and it's Y another way. And converting text map to simulate info, that was also like a challenge. I had to like convert the text map into the cells, give text map into the space packets, give the space packets to Naqsha, and then it converts into two cells. But then to represent the thing back, that if it has gone back properly, it converts those cells back into a map so that I know that they are the same. So that bit took some time. And those were the three things that I worked on. So the lessons. First thing was like designing, how to design a project, and like to start from the very beginning to like figure out what I need to do and how much time would it take and whether it's possible or not. And another thing was making decision about class interfaces. Like in other projects, we are usually given, oh, this should return this and this function should do like that. But like I had to like decide on my own that how it should be like simpler, and I like not depend on myself, like which comes up to the third point, that I have to be the client and the programmer at the same time. And even though I would be like, oh, this one is more convenient, I have to be like, no, I want this to be simpler and the connection should be simpler, and at the same time like abstracted out and convenient. And I also got like hands-on experience with KD trees and graphs, which was pretty cool. So acknowledgements, I got the ASCII images, 2 of those from gallery.com, and of course the TS for helping out and guidance. Are there any questions?
I don't
mazes a fixed size, or are they varying size, or what are the restrictions on the sizes of mazes?
None. Like currently in RoboSim, and I give it like, oh, the text file is already like 10 by 10, but the Naqsha, I have tested it for like 10,000 cells. So, and it still held. It becomes slower because the KD tree becomes really big, but like it held.
So do you randomly generate obstacles in your maze?
Not currently. I just create the maps and then I just put them on for testing, because like currently my focus was on to like develop Naqsha and not like a navigation system. That's like my go-to goal, that I want more functions. Like one is like generating part, like, oh, I want to explore everything that's here in this map, or like, oh, I want to get this place from one place to another. So those are something that I'm looking forward in the future.
Do maps have to be rectangular, or?
No. It also works that if you send one coordinate to Naqsha and it's like another one is not even related, it's like two different maps, it still works out. You just have to tell where to start from and where to end. So like there could be unknown regions in between, there could be anywhere. Thank you so much.